Hi team, today I have worked on D family functions. We have normal, sum, average, minimum, max and DCOUNT function also. The difference between D family and the normal function is that normal function will give you result without any criteria, and the D family functions will give you result on the basis of certain criteria and conditions. You will have to specify criteria or condition in the D family functions. So let's start how this function works. We have this data wherein there is order ID, items, company, quantity, amount and the sale price. So what I want is I just want to sort out this data and on the basis of certain conditions. So how I will do that, let's see. So first in order to start this what I will do first, I will apply a data validation here. I have segregated data on the basis of two different ways. The first one is normal condition and second one is multiple condition. In the first one I will apply only single condition, and in the second one I will apply multiple condition. So let's start with the first one. So first here I will apply a data validation. In order to apply a data validation, what I will do, I will go to data. From data I will go to data validation. Here I will select a list and my source will be these 4 items. Okay, so that's it. In this database I have 4 items and I have 4 companies as well. So on the basis of these items and company I will find the sum, average, minimum, max and count. So let's start. Here I have applied a data validation wherein you will get the list of all these 4 items. So in order to start with the DSUM function, first I will select a database. This is my database. Now what I want is I want the total sale price of a particular item. So what I will select, I will select sale price here. I will select only heading, not the complete column, and then I will go for criteria. What this function is asking me, on the basis of what criteria you want me to give the sum of sales. So I am just telling this function that I want the sum of sales on the basis of particular item. Suppose I have if I am going to select pencil here, you give me a sale of pencil. If I am going to select pencil here, you give me a sale of pencil. So I will select this criteria. Okay, so that's done. If I select a particular item here, it will give me a item wise data. Okay, the same way I will find a average. First I will select the whole database, then I will select my total sale average, then the condition. So it will give me an average sale. Now I want to find the minimum sale in this database for a particular item. Then again select the whole database, then select the sale price, then select the condition. Now select the maximum sale price in this database for a particular item. Select this database, then select sale price, then select the condition. Now DCOUNT function is a little bit different. DCOUNT function will give you the number of entries for a particular item in this database. Suppose I want to see how many pencil entries are there in the database, so it will give me the number of those entries. So let's start. Select this database and then select any field, because we are finding the number of entries, we can select any field in this case. Suppose I am selecting this field. Then what do you want? On the basis of particular condition. So this is my condition. That's it. So here I get the result. Okay, for pen set I have this much of total sale. This is my average price. This is the minimum sale. You can cross validate, and this is the maximum sale for pen set, and number of entries in the database for pen set are 3. So this is how it is sorting out the data. So basically DSUM function, basically the D family function works on the basis of criteria and it will sort out the data for you. Okay, this was for only one condition. Let's start for a multiple condition. Let's see how it works for a multiple condition. Now again, what I'm going to do, I'm going to apply a data validation here. Select and here a list, and my source will be again the same 4 items. Okay, then I will select a multiple no for another condition. Now I will add another condition. In the first one I had added only items. Now I am going to add company as well. Okay, so again I will go to data validation, selecting list. My source data will be now you will have these two drop down here. In the first one you will get the list of items. In the second one you will get the list of companies. Again I'm going to start with uh, the same way. The function is same, dsum. I'm selecting the database. What I want the total sale price. On the basis of what? I want to give here multiple conditions. Okay, in the first one I was just giving a one condition, that was items. On the basis of item I was sorting out the data. Now here I want to sort out the data on the basis of item and companies. Okay, so how I will do that? Now I will select both the conditions here. Okay, as you can see, item and company. What I am telling this function is now that I want the uh, sale of a particular item for a particular company. You need to find it out for me on the basis of this formula. So here it goes. Now whenever you will select any item along with any company, it will sort out the data for you. Probably it has not worked. Let's see what's wrong with that. Again I am applying for a same function, and what I want is I want the database here, and then the sale price, and then multiple conditions. These are my multiple conditions. Here it works now. So whenever I am changing any field, it will give me a different value. You can cross validate. Let's cross validate it. Suppose Penset for company A. For Penset I have 3 entries here. These 3 entries. Out of these 3 entries, company ABC exists in 2 data. Company ABC exists in 2 entries. So first one is this one, and then second one is this one. So the sale price is here 2500 and here is 1500. So 2500 plus 1500, 4000. It's giving me a right data now. Okay, so that's how I cross validated it. Now again I'm going for the same function DAverage, and selecting the same database. Then the average sale price I want. Then what I want is multiple condition. Here it goes. It gives me a result. Now for D minimum. D minimum will give me a minimum sale amount in this database for a particular item and for a particular company. Again, selecting the same database for DMAX for maximum sale amount in this particular data for particular item and particular company. What is the role of DCOUNT function? It will give you the number of entries for a particular item and particular company. Selecting the database, then my second field will be any item, any field I can select here in this function, because I just want to know the number of entries, so which will give you on the basis of any field. Now I will select both the conditions. Here I get the result. Now you can cross validate it. Let's cross validate for any particular item and for any particular company. Okay. Why it is giving a 0 here? Let's verify. Here for pencil item I have only 3 entries. Okay. Now since there is no entry for any for pencil I have 3 entries. These are the 3 entries. Now why it is giving me 0? Because the second condition is not met. As you can see, we have a item called pencil, but we don't have a company called ABC here in this database. That's why it is giving me a 0 here in all the fields. Okay, so it will give me a result only when all the condition will be met. So if I select anything else, it will give me a result. For pencil I again have 3 fields here, 3 entries here. These 3 entries for XYZ I have 2 uh, entries. These are the 2 entries, and in this, for the first one the sale price is 500, and for the second one the sale price is 1250. So the total sale price is 1750. It will give me the average on the basis of 2 entries, 875. The minimum sale amount is 500 and the maximum sale amount is 1250, as you can see here. And since we have 2 entries here, it will give me a 2. So this is how the family function works. I hope you like my learning today. Thank you so much. Bye bye.